The United States of America is the most powerful nation in the world. It has the strongest military, the largest economy, and is home to many of the most successful companies of all time. But despite its wealth and power, the United States faces a threat that may be greater than any external enemy. Not China, not Russia, not terrorism, but the Americans themselves, because the United States is more divided today than it has been in decades. How did it come to this? And could this division threaten America's future? Chapter 1. What does political polarization mean? Political polarization means more than just having different opinions. Democrats and Republicans have always had different views. But today, many supporters of both parties no longer see the other side simply as political opponents, but as a threat. Polls regularly show that many Americans believe the opposing side threatens the future of the country. In the past, people could disagree politically and still work together to find solutions. Today, almost every discussion quickly turns into a cultural conflict. This includes topics such as immigration, gun laws, abortion, climate change, education, the economy. Almost every issue becomes political immediately. Chapter 2. How did this happen? One major reason is social media. Platforms often show us content that reinforces our existing beliefs. This creates so-called echo chambers. If Democrats mainly consume Democratic content and Republicans mainly consume Republican content, both increasingly live in different realities. On top of that, news channels and media outlets often target a specific political audience. Many people now only consume information that confirms their existing beliefs. The result? Each side believes it knows the truth, and each side believes the other is misinformed. Another factor is the presidential elections in recent years, especially since the 2016 and 2020 elections. The political climate has become significantly more polarized. Trust in institutions such as the media, courts, and politicians has declined, and when people no longer trust institutions, it becomes harder to maintain social cohesion. Chapter 3. Why is this so dangerous? Many experts see political polarization as the biggest problem in the United States, not because it causes direct harm, but because it makes solving all other problems more difficult. Take national debt, for example. The United States has trillions in debt. In theory, politicians should work together to find long-term solutions. But when both sides are constantly in conflict, every reform becomes a political battleground. The same applies to healthcare infrastructure, education, immigration. Even when solutions exist, they are often blocked. The result? Problems persist, and public frustration continues to grow. This creates a vicious cycle. The bigger the problems become, the angrier people get. And the angrier people get, the stronger the political divide becomes. Chapter 4. Has this happened before? The United States has been divided several times throughout its history. The most extreme example was the American Civil War in the 19th century. At that time, the northern and southern states fought against each other. Hundreds of thousands of people died. Of course, the situation today is not comparable, but historians point out that deep social divisions always carry risks. When people stop seeing themselves as a part of the same nation, cooperation becomes increasingly difficult. And this is exactly what many experts warn about today. Conclusion. The United States remains one of the most powerful nations in the world. It has enormous economic, technological, and military resources. But its greatest challenge may not come from outside, it may come from within. Political polarization makes it difficult to find common solutions. And that is why many experts see it as one of America's most important problems. Because a country can have massive debt, it can face economic crises, it can have international rivals, but if the people of a country can no longer work together, even solvable problems become extremely difficult to address. So the question is not whether the United States is strong enough. The question is whether it can find its way back together.